Okay, so hello, this is Miss Turner. I had to turn off the webcam so you could see the bottom number down here, but it's still me. Anyways, okay, so now we're going to be using the percent proportion table and percent proportions. Get used to seeing these proportions. We will still use the number line strip diagram in the table, but we will also be using our percent proportions. Remember, a proportion is two ratios set equal to each other. So my part and my whole is equal to my percent and my 100. Okay? So the question says, Carl has 200 songs on his favorite Spotify playlist. Of these songs, 12% are country songs. How many of Carl's songs are country songs? So, as usual, I'm going to take my information from my table, from my word problem and transfer it to my table. So the total number of songs Carl has is 200. So that's going to go on my bottom row, and it's going to go here. Then I'm going to take my percent, and I'm going to say 12% of them are country songs. I'm going to put that information here. Don't forget, in your Google slide, you'll be able to have the drag option to fill in the table. My top part is going to be called the number of songs. Number of country songs, because that's what we're specifically looking for. And then my bottom, which is my whole, is the total number of songs on his playlist. Okay, so again, I'm just going to transfer those numbers. 200 total songs, and 12% of them were country. And remember, the percent written as a fraction is the percent as the numerator and 100 as the denominator. Always, whenever you're dealing with percents. So instead of having a diagram to fill out, I'm just going to be your number line to use. And to actually see the percents and proportions and how they correlate, I'm just going to set up two fractions. So my first fraction correlates with my part and my whole. Okay? $200 total songs, but I really don't know how many of them are country. I do know that 12% of them are country. I'm trying to find the exact number, because 12% is not the exact number of 200. Now looking at my two ratios, I'm going to try to find either a factor or a multiple of 100. Well, I know that 100 times 2 gets me to 200. So then whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. Since I multiply the bottom times 2, I'm going to multiply the top times 2. 12 times 2 is 24. 12 times 2 equals 24. So 24 of the 200 songs on his playlist are country. Alright, let's look at the second one. This one says, Casey is saving money to buy a new bike. He needs $120 but has only saved $60 so far. 60% so far. How much more money does Casey need to buy the scooter? Alright, so this table looks a little bit different. It looks like I'm missing something. And I have an extra bit down here that says Casey needs blank more dollars. So how much more money does Casey need to buy this scooter? So first, let's find what does this 60% represent. Let's find that first. So my part, let's type that in. The part is how much money he has saved, because that's what it says. He has only saved 60% so far. and the whole is the total amount of the scooter. Now I'm going to take my numbers and fill them in. So I'm going to say 60 over 100 because 60% written as a fraction is just 60 over 100. And that's equal to, he needs $120 for the scooter. And we want to find out how much is 60% of $120. So I'm just going to literally take this information and transfer it into this ratio, or this proportion right here. Ooh, that's a bad arrow. This proportion right here. However, the first thing I need to do is reduce. I know that my zeros can cancel. So that reduces down to 6/10, and 6/10 is a benchmark fraction, which can be reduced down to 3/5. So I'm still going to take the same information, x over 120 equals 3 over 5. Now from here I can try to find a relationship. How I think about it is like this. I know that 120 can be divided by 5 because it ends in a 0 with my divisibility rules. So I'm going to do my division up here. 5 can go into 12 at least twice because 5 times 2 is 10. Oopsies. Let's see, can I pull this down real quick? Oops. I'm going to zoom it back in, but 5 times 2 we said, because 10. Bring down my 0. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, so that's told me right there that there is a number, which is 5. 5 times 24 gets me to 120. Whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. So 3 times 24. There's 24 hours in a day, and 3 days is 72 hours. Or 72. Okay, so then how much more money does Casey need to buy the scooter? Because remember, what we just found, that's 60% of the $120. This is asking me how much more money until I get to $120. I've only got 72. So I'm going to do a little bit more math. So 120 minus 72. 8. Do a little bit of regrouping. 11 minus 7 is 4. So Casey needs $48 more in order to buy his scooter. Oof. Okay, that's an 8. 48. Let's try this again. He needs $48 more. There you go. Okay, now it's your turn. You have 2 problems. You only need to choose one. Please make sure that you upload your picture. I add a little GIF to show you how to upload your work. If you have any questions, just message me on Schoology. After you finish this last problem, you will upload all 3 pictures on the very last slide, and you'll submit this assignment in Schoology, and then you'll go on to do a couple practice problems and get more math, and then you'll have an assessment. Please do not forget to take the assessment, the exit ticket. If you have any questions, message me on Schoology.